Oh man, are you alright? Oh. Man, give me your hand, man. Oh, that's gross, man.
Hi, I'm Jean Robert, and I'm a technician here in the HRM at a wastewater treatment facility. Yesterday, I got a call from a panicking individual who had harbor water on his hands while trying to help a person who fell into the harbor. This person became obsessed with what he got on his hands, so he asked me, what can I do to find out what's in that harbor? I proceeded to tell him, but I'm not going to tell you. Your teacher's going to help you go through this process. You're going to be able to find out exactly what's in that harbor. You're going to bring your own samples and test for it. Afterwards, you look at different levels of wastewater treatment, which will influence exactly what you see in these samples. You'll also look at natural filtration processes. As opposed to just talking to you about advanced primary treatment, what I intend to do is use drama to describe the process to you. So here we go. The first stage involves wastewater entering a facility through a series of screens. These screens can be coarse or they can be fine. These screens are used to filter out large materials such as coffee cups. The second stage involves wastewater entering a grit removal chamber which uses air to filter out smaller materials such as gravel and sand. Upon leaving the stage, the wastewater will enter a secondary chamber called the mixing chamber, where fluctuants are added and mixed together, causing smaller particles to bind together. The wastewater will then enter a clarifier, where these materials first suspend and then settle to the bottom. These materials, otherwise known as biosolids, are then transported to other facilities for reuse. Prior to entering the harbor, the wastewater is then subjected to UV disinfection, which kills off bacteria and other organisms. This is known as advanced primary treatment. The HRM has chosen this level of treatment for the Harbor Solutions project. Do you believe this level is sufficient? Should we have gone with secondary or tertiary level treatment? What factors influence this choice? Ta-da!
Trevor, what are you doing?
I'm doing dishes. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, I do. I don't think our wastewater filtration is going to take that out of the water.
Yeah, so what?
So what about the organisms that live in the harbor? Didn't you think about them?
Well, I don't care. I don't eat them.
Well, how would you feel if they came into your house and just poured toxic chemicals all over you?
Well, I never thought of it that way. What else can I do to stop pollution at the source?
Don't do that!
I'm here in the park at Alderney Landing, where you can see in the background we have a green belt here. Now, although there's lots of grass and the width of the green belt is quite substantial, there's a sparse population of trees in this area.
For a greenbelt to be utilized to its full potential, there would have to be a more densely packed population of trees. I'm here at Alderton Landing, where you can see in the background there are train tracks that line the Dartmouth waterfront. We also have a parking lot, theater, library, a couple of restaurants, and this ferry terminal. Now, unlike the park we previously saw, these areas are not being utilized as green belts. What infrastructure do you feel is necessary in these areas? Could it all just be a green belt?
As we pan across the waterfront, make a note of how close the infrastructure is in relation to the coastline. Think about the effect infrastructure orientation has on the environment. Working with the current state of the waterfront, how would you modify it to divert waste? If you could go back to a time immediately following the Halifax explosion, then how would you redesign Halifax to help sustain the environment?